You're listening to the sound of the 80s with the Old School Movements podcast.
Hello guys, this is the Old School Movements podcast. And we've been gone for a while. It's getting colder, the nights are drawing in, but we're here to warm up your days. With me, Mr. Lucas, and also starring...
Me, Chris. Me, Stacks.
And me, the last dragon. You two, you need to really introduce yourself better than that. It's Chris, Naughty Knowledge, aka George Hamilton, and then we've got Oscar the Briz out. Exactly.
Daximus, Decimus, Meridius.
Exactly. And then we've got the host with the most. Forget Des O'Connor. Forget Bob Monkhouse. Forget Terry Wogan. You've got the one, the only, known anywhere in the civilized world of Chiswick, DL.
Good evening. Good evening, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better.
Right.
My
I think we
goodness.
need to just record that and just play that back.
This is
over and
live
over.
up in his house. Okay.
Mate, clocks go, what, forward, back soon?
Something like
End of
that.
the month.
Yeah,
Mate.
it's always do in October, really.
Woo.
You know it's going to be getting even darker,
Darker. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
darker
at
half
6,
three.
Dark, yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Darker, darker when school's finished, man. Walking home in the dark.
Got to get up early now, man, and
Yeah.
seize the
Isn't it?
day.
Got no chance of seizing the day.
Waking up in the dark and leaving.
It's the vampire months, isn't it? All you see is darkness, man.
And frosty,
Yeah,
dark, and the fog comes. The fog is sometimes in the early morning. The fog.
yeah,
Stacks has to get his fluorescent ball out, man.
yeah. Those
That's
days.
a full time. That's a full time. Man.
Man, so that's getting...
Yeah, wrapping up like the transition from like summer coat to autumn coat to winter coat. It's just gone zoom. It's just gone. I've just gone
It's
summer
gone
to
summer,
to winter.
Yeah.
They've got t-shirt to puffer.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Jean
Yeah.
jacket to North Face.
Yeah.
Straight.
Quickly. Do you
Yeah.
know, it's nuts.
There's no season, man. It's hot and cold.
Oh,
And,
God.
and wet.
Yeah, for
No,
real.
no. It's cold and wet.
Cold and wet. That's it.
And cold.
And they just get colder.
Yeah. Dry's a bonus. Dry days.
Yeah,
A bonus.
dry days
That's
are-
all we ask
dry
for.
days are
Just
good
a
day.
dry day.
And if there's sun, boy, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a dry day. It's like we live it's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy.
And people say it's global warming. I don't fucking see it.
It's always been like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always, man.
Always been like that since the 80s. And yeah, that's where we're going now, because this is the Old School Movements podcast where we celebrate everything we love about this decade. Duos, man, duos. We love our duos, Leeway.
part
We love
two,
our
this-
duos. Stacks.
Hall and Oates, yeah, Cannon and Ball. You know, we love our duos, man.
We love our duos.
Giving them all away.
Bow and Duke. No, I'm just
He's
speaking.
guessing. Yeah,
I'm just guessing. I'm
As we know,
talking about
Leroy's
Bow and
nuts.
Luke
Don't
Duke.
know.
From Dukes of
Bonus
Hazzards.
Luke. Yep.
Yeah.
All of them. But this is part 2, so maybe part 8 will get fit them in or something.
Yes, some good old boys.
But you guys ready? Stacks, you ready?
Yeah, man.
Leroy, you ready?
This is an episode about duos, yes?
Random duos.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
You know the rules. We pit them against each other, and then we see who's the best, see what comes out the best, reasons why. We need to explain. The audience need to listen why we like one thing from another. Are you guys ready for number one?
We're ready. Let's do
First
this.
one.
We need
What you
music.
got? What you
Okay,
got?
I don't know what order we're going in, Chris. We're going order B.
We're starting with the Burger Brothers.
Yeah, let's go with the burgers, Chris. What burgers we going through, Chris, man? What's
Burger Brothers.
The two we're going to face off against each other is the Big Mac versus a Double Whopper. But I think
Oh,
while we're in this area, we got to mention maybe the Big Mick and McDowell's and John Amos, man. We got to,
oh man.
respect
Yes.
to the man.
Exactly,
80s
exactly.
legend
legend
in some
legend.
wicked films.
So,
So we got to give it props to the Big Mick, or was it the Big Mick?
The Big Mac.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was a
Yeah.
Big Mick.
Big Mac.
The Big Mick,
It was similar
man.
to the Big Mac, but it didn't have sesame seeds.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Oh, coming to America, man.
He was proud of that burger, man.
He was, man.
It was, yeah.
What was he on? Good Times as
Good
well?
times.
Good times,
Yes,
Roots,
yes.
Beastmaster,
Yeah.
Coming to America,
Yeah.
Die Hard 2, and Coming to America 2 more recently.
There you go.
Oh,
And also
man.
with that Conan Come to America link, also the great James L. Jones.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Mustafa,
Another legend.
King
man.
Joffer.
Yeah.
Ruler of Zamunda. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Lord Vader.
Lord Vader. Yes.
Lord Vader.
Star Wars and Lion King. You can't make them now. You can't use them characters. They're not going to sound right without him, man.
They have to.
Yeah.
Lord Vader, I beg of you.
Even the Snake King and Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah, the haircut. Allow him with a haircut.
I'll give him a I'll give him a bit of a squeeze there because he did look awfully weird. And that snake, I don't know who looked more weird, him or the snake.
Some Grandmaster Flash fringe bob look.
They were like a mullet at the back as well or something.
It did.
It was like a mixture.
What was going on?
Classic.
Oh, rest in peace, you two.
Rest in peace. 80s duos. So, as Chris was saying, the Burger Brothers.
Big Mac.
The Big Mac
versus
versus the Double Whopper. Or the Whopper. But the Whopper was big anyway. A
Whopper was massive, but Double Whopper was like...
I've only chucked double in because it's the two patties, isn't it?
Because it's two patties,
It's equal to the Big Mac.
Like that, I don't know about Leroy, but that burger alone, I didn't need fries.
Nah,
because that was like a kid bag.
Nah, I need fries.
Because Burger King fries were nice, man.
I know, and that's why I said Leroy. Because
I'm sorry, man.
That was a big burger.
That was a big burger.
Yeah.
Maybe handle a few onion rings on the side, but I wouldn't really get a chips with that. Just the burger's good, man.
It's the fries.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Darren. No, I need fries with that.
I know.
You need fries. You just gotta have them.
But you know how big a double burger.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I've got Desperate Dan hunger. You remember when Desperate Dan used to eat a cow pie? I'm on that level.
With the horn sticking out.
I know. Yeah, in it, horns and tails too.
Burger King fries have never been on McDonald's level. I've never got on with Burger King fries.
Right.
Remember at one time?
I love Burger King fries.
I think maybe in the 90s they done some GM version that stayed hotter longer, and they just tasted so weird.
Yeah,
I've never got on with their fries.
They got a good crunch to them. Burger King fries, man. Yeah, Burger King fries are good fries.
And then I think they done some with skins on as well at some time. It was like you just mess around with
some
your fries
curly
too
ones.
much.
Nah, Burger King fries are all they're 30, man. They're all good.
But we're going with the burgers. So what is it? The Whopper or the Big Mac?
I know what my choice is.
Leroy.
This is a hard one. Okay, so Big Mac is iconic. I worked my way up to the Big Mac.
You did.
The Big Mac. You
did.
Yo.
Yeah. I thought it was the one until I'm talking about my memories when Burger King landed. Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah.
And I went next door because it was right next door to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You cheated on her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I cheated on McD's, man.
Yeah. They just chased them down. Yeah.
And then I got introduced to the Whopper, Double Whopper. Oh my God, rap, game over.
The flame grilled flavor.
Yeah. Standard
flavor, man.
Is it because it contains tomatoes and it's a bigger
Listen, it was just big. It was the taste. It was the grilled flame taste, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Big Mac, you've done your thing, but when the Whopper came, good night. Game over.
And it's weird, right? Because the Whopper's been about since 1957, whereas the Big Mac got created in 67, 10 years later, but didn't go nationwide until a year after that, so 68. So the Whopper is the original.
Yeah. You can tell that because with that Big Mac sauce, that's kind of like futuristic.
Yeah.
That combination.
It's different. You can't really figure out what it is.
Yeah. And that's more 60s. Like the Whopper is classic.
It's unique
the Whopper
to McD's.
It's like ketchup and mayonnaise.
On the Whopper. Yeah. Like the onions aren't even fried in the Whopper. It's just raw onions.
Big though.
Yeah, big
onions are
like
big.
that, man. You're getting you're getting your 5 a day with that burger, man.
Yeah, but sometimes if you crunch a wrong onion, you get that rush through your nostril.
Oh,
that zoom
and a tear.
Yeah. You're right.
You get the
Roulette sometimes with a Whopper.
You get a clear nostril and a tear drop out, man.
Sometimes I check the burger. You know, like you check if someone's been wired. I check a Whopper before I eat it. Is there big crunchy onions in there?
I like that.
Taking them out.
Nah, man, I'll clap that same way. I'll take the pain.
Yeah,
I'll take the pain and still carry on munching.
That's part of the freshness of the ingredients, isn't it, man?
The pickles are coming
You've just
out.
done a big fat line. Your nostrils like whoa.
It's just eye watering. It's eye watering. You know, I don't know about such drugs, but it's just eye watering.
There's only naughty knowledge that could come up with that.
When the Burger King first come out, the the double Whopper, 37 cents it was.
Wow.
Compared to the Big Mac 10 years later, 45 cents for a Big Mac.
And that was in the 50s.
In the 60s and the 50s, yeah.
Wow.
So remember when it came to Chiswick and it was like
It was 99p. Yeah, 99p.
Mate.
But
That's what I don't like about Big Macs. I love that unique flavor. Only McDonald's can make them sort of tasting burgers, but the price has gone up. The burgers got smaller. That should be in the 99p menu, man. It should be about £1 now. It's a couple of mouthfuls, isn't it? A couple of bites and it's gone.
But the thing is, Burger King is smart because it's a bigger burger, and as Stats was saying, when they come into our town, they make sure it's cheap, so you like it. So when it goes to the proper price, you still don't mind fighting with it.
Yeah, that's good marketing.
McDonald's away.
Yeah, but what was always smart about it, you had to specify if you wanted cheese or not.
Yes.
If you said a Whopper, you're not getting cheese.
You're not getting cheese.
So it's extra.
And it needs
money.
to have cheese.
It needs to have cheese. But a Big Mac is standard with cheese. There's no Big Mac without cheese unless you're extra. But
like I said, the other thing I liked about the Whopper was the salad. It's tomatoes.
It's all fresh in it. It's all good.
Yeah, mate, come on.
The Whopper for
It goes
me.
wicked with the ketchup and the mayo as well.
Yeah.
are we all saying Whopper then? Are we all saying Whopper?
Yeah, of course, man.
It's blatantly a Whopper.
Okay.
Yeah, standard.
But is it wipe the floor levels then?
No,
I think so.
I wouldn't say wipe the floor levels.
For me, in flavour, it does.
But Big Macs are iconic, like you said, man.
Okay. On the slide, here comes a new challenger. Okay. what if I put in?
Oh no, not wimpy.
No. If the Whopper's so grand, what if I bring in a bacon double cheeseburger?
That's just like pure meat, though.
Versus
From Burger King.
Burger King versus a Big Mac.
That's tasty. That's a meat overload.
That's what I started on.
I'm sorry, I'm bringing out the Yosemite Sam 2 guns.
What are you saying?
They've done the XL one, the bacon double cheese XL.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Oh,
Leroy?
yeah. I'm going for that.
That's a meat overload, though, man. That's a hefty dump you're doing the next day, man.
I'm sorry, I don't care, man. I've got asterisks and obliques hunger when it comes to that. Yeah,
Wow.
Slimer hunger. No, I'm taking that.
All right, okay.
The bacon double cheeseburger was big. I don't even know which way to go with that one now. You've thrown a spanner in the works.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a spanner in the works.
So the bacon double cheeseburger, when Burger King came, that's what I started on.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is big.
Yeah.
And the Whopper was too sloppy. It had, you know what I mean?
It is a messy
We'll
burger.
give it that. It can get sloppy.
messy.
The bacon double cheeseburger was so tasty. I don't know if you guys recognize. It didn't even have sauce in it.
No, it's just
No, it didn't.
just
No.
meat.
Didn't
That's
even
how
have
big
sauce in it. It was just meat, bacon, and cheese.
Yeah.
That's
Pure
it.
meat in a bun.
I enjoyed it so much that I didn't even
But
realize.
you know what? It was so greasy. That's why I didn't
Yeah.
need the sauce.
Who
I think
cares?
that's the first burger I've ever enjoyed without
Who
sauce.
cares?
Yeah,
it's tasty, man.
I would
agree
notice
with
if a
that.
Big Mac didn't have sauce. I would
Of
notice if.
course, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But this just went. We're going out. We're
Yeah.
going out naked.
This is Yosemite Sam levels. Bringing
okay.
out both.
Do you ever remember as well in the 80s they made up this advert for McDonald's? They made up this advert in the mid 70s, but it got popular in the 80s, and they said if you could say it in under 4 seconds, you'd get a free Big Mac, and it was the two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
Say it again. Sorry.
Two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Yeah, I remember that.
No one can say that under the
If you could say it quick enough, I'm sure it worked. I'm sure we all went to Chiswick, tried it, and they give us a free Big Mac. I'm sure we got a free Big Mac.
I do remember that.
Primary school days.
Did you say that under 4 seconds?
Yeah, easy.
You can't say that after 4 seconds.
Chris did it.
Say it again.
Chris just did it.
Go on.
Two all
One,
beef patty, special sauce,
two,
lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a
three.
sesame seed bun.
He did it.
Yeah,
See?
I did about 2.5 seconds.
He had
You
time.
did.
He had time to say and fries.
Right, go tomorrow, Chris. Go into McDonald's and do it.
I said it still works, isn't it? I said,
Yeah, you did. I'll give you that one.
All right, are we ready for our next duo?
yeah. Burger King won
Let's
that
do
one,
this.
man.
Let's do this.
Burger King.
the
Burger King.
flavour.
Yeah, it was Burger King that one, not the Whopper. It was Burger King now.
Yeah,
like.
Innit?
Yeah.
The whole
double cheese
establishment.
XL. And yeah.
GoBots versus Transformers. That was just like. All right, let's go. Okay, so next it's puppets. It's puppets when we were kids. Yeah, puppets. Yeah, British puppets. Good old
Gotta love a
British
puppet.
puppets. Gotta love British. There's so many programs watching when we were kids, but you know, as I've been saying, it's full of duos, and these duos were, you know, one was silent, one made a squeaky noise, and one was just talk too much, and one was just like a camp
A
moose.
bit shy in camp.
Let's just go straight in there. It's the C3PO of Mooseland, George, and the one who don't shut up, Zippy and George from Rainbow, right? So that's the first duo, yeah? So against Zippy and George from Rainbow, we have the other duo. I said they're puppets, they don't move much. One don't say diddly, the other one squeaks. It's Sooty and Sweep.
No.
Guys, who was more entertaining? Who was more entertaining in your childhood? Who are you watching first? Who were the funniest? Who were the most? Who did you want to meet when you were a kid? George,
God, Zippy, man.
Difficult, man.
That's difficult. That's a tough one.
And Sweep.
Because like Rainbow, I used to run home from nursery for Rainbow.
And it seemed fun, innit? You'd want to be on that.
Above the streets and houses. But was it for those two, or was it for the whole team?
I think I don't know.
It was just a George and Zippy show.
Mainly for them. There was for a little while.
them?
There actually was a George and Zippy show, I think.
I don't know. Like maybe it was the whole thing, but like I needed to see that program.
They were highlights. Zippy was a highlight, like his cheekiness.
He was,
his
yeah,
back
he
chatting.
was.
He was like
But I feel that Rainbow was a warm-up for all the other programs, and Sooty would be a main feature for me. I think Sooty was his show was a main feature, and Sweep, I liked their connection, Sooty and Sweep.
Yeah.
Even though we never
would go for
heard
them.
what they said. We never knew.
It doesn't matter because Matthew always used to say, "What was that, Sweep? Oh, you don't like this?" You know what I mean? So he always used to translate, innit? What's that, Sooty?
Do you know what's great about that program? Do you ever see when they're in the bath? I used to think, how the hell did they do this? Yeah. Is there a man underneath just soaking? Like, what
with a snorkel.
And water dripping down his arm.
This is...
Hey, why didn't you ask the dude that done the bloody puppets then?
Yeah, that was a question we didn't ask.
Because he done both, didn't he?
Yeah, he done both, didn't he?
But they had bubble baths, man, and like sponges.
Yeah, man. And Sue, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Right, so which duo? Which duo?
Difficult.
George and Zippy,
Sooty and Sweep for me.
Sooty and Sweep for Leroy. Stacks.
I don't know, I don't know. They're both up there for me. That's actually really hard.
Chris?
I got to go probably George and Zippy. I just like Zippy's cheekiness, and he could do anything in it.
That's the thing.
He's like, oh yes, I could do that. Oh, he could do anything, man.
Yeah, you like the innuendos, which we never understood back then.
And one skin, two skin, it was everything. Yeah.
But the thing is, as you're saying about Sweep was cheeky as well, even though we didn't know what he said.
Yeah, he was cheeky. He was cheeky.
I think he was swearing. That's why he was bleeped all the time. He was cussing. But you saw how mad his head used to move. He was frustrated sometimes. Just cuss it, motherfucker.
I bet he had Tourette's.
he was a nutter. He was violent, That's why I didn't let him speak. So, Stacks, have you made a decision?
I haven't, I haven't. I can't.
You're gonna have to, because mine is.
Which one are you watching? If they were both on,
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say George and Zippy. I'm gonna say George and Zippy.
They were fun.
Yeah.
Stacks.
Which one did you watch the most? Stacks?
You can equalize this or...
No, but like Rainbow, Nursery, Running Home, Beans on Toast, or Fish Fingers, Daily. Just like that memory is just...
Mate, we all went through this.
Then.
But this is the hard decisions we got to make.
A little later on, you got Sooty and Sweep, and I'm having like dinner, and I'm watching on CITV. You just don't know.
All right. We'll come back after the show if we can remember.
Write it on a postcard. Send it to P.O. Box.
Yeah. Send it to a postcard.
He's phoning a friend.
Even my friend don't even know who it is. Right? I'm gonna have to do a draw. It's gonna have to be a draw. I like them both, man.
We'll move on to our next duo. It's going into 80s movies, man, because as you know, 80s was full of duos, and they started to be this black dude, white dude duo, whether it's comedy, whether it's action movies. That was the premise. Black dude has to have a moustache, low cut afro. White dude has to have an ex-wife,
alcoholic,
alcoholic with an ex-wife, and then one listens to rock, one listens to soul, but they still end up being best buddies.
Yeah, I think I know.
Being cop duos.
The white dude have to have an ex-wife.
They always got ex-wife.
An alcoholic, you know.
Yeah. Always, man.
They always got
Going
ex-wife.
for a divorce.
Yeah. Anyway, so there were so many to choose from, but we've chose the most popular one so we can try and make this easier. So where are we going? Are we going for straight up action with a teaspoon of comedy in the great Murtaugh and Riggs in Lethal Weapon?
Oh.
Or are we going for a bit more tilted comedy with the help of a comedian and some action with 48 Hours? What are their names? Reggie Hammond and
Kate, was it? No, Kate, something Kate's, wasn't it?
Yeah, is it Kate? Yeah. So, yeah.
No,
You know what we're
48
saying.
Hours or Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a flipping hard one,
This is a
man.
hard one, isn't it? This is a hard one.
48 Hours or Lethal Weapon? Which black and white cop, wisecracking, people
Why
killing,
did you do this, man?
you know, which one is the best? Which one is the best? Which duo carried off that film the best, man? Which duo is the king?
Crikey,
Which duo
man.
made all these films that come after think, I want to be like those two? Which are the two of those two?
We used 2 of these for our logo, man. So this is going to be a hard
This
one
is just,
for us.
this is just flipping hard, man.
This is a bit easier for me, actually.
These two films kicked off that whole buddy, the whole your rush hours and all the rest of it.
I saw one a lot earlier than I saw the other one.
Yeah, we
same.
all saw that one earlier. I know
Earlier.
which one.
So
it
for
is,
me,
yeah.
the buddy cop duo started with
Yeah.
Reggie and Kate's in 48
Yeah.
Hours.
Yeah,
Mm.
but Riggs and Murtaugh,
Yeah.
I've watched from 1 to 4.
Yeah, it's true.
I had a video collection, then it turned to CD collection, and I just watched that. But I've watched 48 Hours
you
of
can watch-
Pirate
You can watch
Oh,
them a lot. Like you can go back to
love
Lethal Weapon and watch again. Like
and another 48 Hours as well. Jesus.
Yeah, but which duo's
you
better?
don't have to put on a red light. As soon as you hear that, it's like, man.
Which duo do you want on the case? Which duo do you want to solve the case for you? Which duo is
I'm
the
going
best?
48 Hours.
If you a duo to solve the case, you got more chance probably with the other two. I
Rig
reckon.
and Murtaugh.
You
Yeah,
got-
Riggs
yeah.
and Murtaugh.
They get the
No, I
case
meant in
solved.
general.
But
I meant
in general, I'm gonna go 48 Hours as well. I love that film, man.
Yeah.
And it was my opener to cop buddies, cop duos.
Leroy, it's hurting you, isn't
It
it?
is hurting. See, this is hurting as much as Zippy and City and Sweeps was hurting me.
That is hurting, man, because I don't want to say either. Oh, God.
No, don't worry.
Just call it a draw like I did last
You
time.
can't call it just Stacks. You still got to tell us out.
Yeah, we're coming back.
by the end of the show. We're coming back to you. You ain't got away with that.
I was happy when another 48
Yeah,
Hours
same
come out,
here.
and I saw that
Yep.
on Pirate,
Yeah.
as well as the first one.
I still want
Pirate.
yet another 48 Hours to come out. That was in the writing, but it's never come a thing. Meant to have Kevin Hart in it as well.
Oh, don't do this, Darren, man.
So which one is it?
Oh, Jesus.
Chris is saying 48 Hours.
48
Stacks said.
Hours. It was my
Stacks, you
early
said 48
memories.
Hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 48 Hours. I'm gonna say 48 Hours. Leroy.
All right, I'm gonna be different, right? I love 48 Hours, but I'm gonna be different because all 3 of you have done 48 Hours. I'll do Lethal Weapon.
All right, but it was hard. It was hard though, right?
That was flipping hard,
That was a
man.
hard one.
Kudos to you for that, but don't put me through that stress again.
We got a few other to go through.
Mel turned down The Fly and Untouchables to be in that as well, man. That was
The Fly.
Yeah, he was cast for The Fly, but turned that down and
Really?
Who's
League
that?
of Untouchables. Mel Gibson to be in Lethal Weapon.
Okay. Oh.
Interesting. I can't imagine him being The Fly.
Nah.
Nah, that would be
That'd be
It
dumb,
wouldn't
yeah.
work. Jeff Goldblum done a brilliant
Yeah, it fits
job
that
on
perfect.
that.
That weirdness, it fits it perfect.
Darren, man, how could you do that?
Are you ready for the next one, Leroy? Okay. So guys, listen, I hope that you're playing along with us too and enjoying and going through the same headache that Leroy and Stacks have been going through.
They're gonna have another headache now, man.
And Stacks still has to answer whether it's
I do still have
George and
to
Simpy or
answer.
City Sweet. But before we get his answer, we're going to go into our next. We're going to go to TV programs. So it's UK versus USA.
Cop duos in the television world.
Top duos. Now,
Oh, you're not going to do it. What I'm going to think.
yeah,
I know what the two they're going for, you know.
This ain't going to be easy.
like the Big Mac, like the Whopper, like Lethal Weapon, like 48 Hours. One come out before the other. One took the idea of the
This
other.
one's so hard.
and moved it into their zone.
I know which
They
one.
both had
no.
snazzy garms, afros, fast cars, and sliding over their cars. You know who it is, guys. It is either from the USA, Starsky and Hutch, or from the UK, Professionals.
Bodie and Doyle.
That's actually easy for me. That one.
No, that's hard for me. That is
That's
bloody
actually
hard.
easy for me.
Okay.
That starts getting Hutch all day.
Because
That's
both of them had heavyweight theme tunes.
Yeah.
Both of them looked cool. Both of them had cars that you
Wicked
say,
cars.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah. I'd rather have a Torino than a Capri, though. I've never been a Capri fan.
listen, both of the cars were still heavyweight.
I know where you're getting, yeah.
At the
I know where
time,
you're getting.
yeah. But you know what it is? It was that white stripe.
Yeah, it was that white stripe.
and then the
Get it. The siren.
Siren.
Get
hey,
it.
mate.
That was it. Everyone wanted to do that, slam that on the roof.
Yeah.
No, that's it. You're off now, man.
Yeah.
Man.
And any car that I had, any like toy car that I had, I wanted to paint it in Starsky and Hutch colours.
Even though I liked both of them,
Yeah.
I'm going to go for what I used to play in the playground, pretend to be the two that me and my friend used to pretend to be in the playground with our imaginary guns.
Yeah.
Professionals.
The Professionals.
Oh,
I'll go with the Professionals.
You know what? I used to play that in the playground as
Doing
well.
stunt rolls. Yeah, and sing. So yeah, I'll go with the Professionals.
I did love that as well, man. For me, that was all about Bodie, though, man. Lewis Collins.
Yeah, Bodie was cool,
He
man.
was wicked, yeah.
He was so cool.
He was like almost like a James Bond, but on TV, sort of. Yeah, he was wicked, man. But I got to go Starsky and Hutch, man. Huggy Bear, the Torino, like it's Starsky and Hutch are wicked.
Come on, man.
So Leroy Professionals, Chris Starsky and Hutch, Stacks.
Starsky and Hutch.
I thought he was going to say Sooty and Sweep.
Yeah.
Oh man, you know why do this?
Where you going with D?
I'm gonna go with Starsky and Hutch because it is the car. It
the
was
music.
sunny. They had
Yeah,
hamburgers on their dashboard.
Yeah,
they had milkshakes. Like, come on, man. Like,
baggy cardigans.
yeah, that cardigan.
Yeah.
I still want that cardigan. Oh, mate, yeah. But Professionals are
Professionals
brilliant.
was big.
Like,
Yeah, it was big.
like
It was
if
big.
if you want to break it down quickly, right? Theme tune goes to Professionals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it. I'll give it.
Car goes to Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah.
Um,
Jumper goes to Starsky and Hutch.
Garms go to Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch,
The
yeah.
flares and the garbs and the
Yeah,
trainers.
Adidas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polo neck with a shirt,
Yeah.
like a shirt and
Yeah,
polo neck
that-
underneath.
yeah.
That look.
Yeah.
And episodes. I think I'm more interested in Starsky and Hutch episodes. I think.
Starsky and Hutch's
And
stories.
I think merchandise is funny because
The toy range,
in
yeah.
my room I've got a school photo and there's one kid. He's got a Starsky and Hutch t-shirt on
Easy.
and he's got that like a cardigan. So I know he would have been, you know.
You know what? I
That's
didn't really
swag.
see not much professional merchandise.
No, no. It
I
was
think I
always
remember
Starsky
seeing
and
like
Hutch.
a stationery set. I can remember seeing like a rubber, a pencil, and it's like, why would you want a professional?
It was just in black and white though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so budget.
I
like it
think
might have been a
there was a
Woolworths
few
thing.
bits. Yeah, there was
But
a few
Starsky and
bits.
Hutch, every market had a Starsky and Hutch car. Every
Yeah.
shop had a Matchbox
Yeah.
version of it.
Yeah. Or clothing, yeah.
Corgi sets and all that.
Yeah, the corgi, yeah.
Yeah.
There was like a Scalextrics cheaper version of a Starsky and Hutch version of Chase. And
Yeah, there was.
Chase one. That
there
one I
was.
always wanted that.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for our fifth and final?
We went to the last one.
Yeah.
Already? Blimey, I was enjoying myself, man.
Time flies when you're having fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So as Chris said, we are changing it up a bit, and we're going into the zone of 80s music, pop duos,
Pop music.
Okay.
So again, it's UK versus US, and these two were very in their own zone, but still was in the pop zone.
Massive
Both
pop
sounds
zone,
were
yeah.
so unique and experimental. So we'll go first to the UK. We'll go to Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, and they made Rhythmics. So many hits. But up against them in the US, are two dudes, the kings of blue-eyed soul. They couldn't go for that. They couldn't say no go. It's Hall and Oates.
Oh, come on.
They look like two Scousers, but They weren't.
Yeah.
They were from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially
One of
the
them
one
had
with
that
the
proper
moustache.
scouser look.
Proper perm.
I can't go for that. No.
So where we going? Is it
Who
Sweet
can
Dreams
do?
or is it I Can't Go For That? Where we
You're
going? Where
out
we
of
going?
touch, out of sight. Man,
Where we going?
you don't realise how many big 80s hits Hall and Oates have had. Like,
That's that. Yeah, that is.
they're
tough.
they're
That is
underrated, I
tough.
think, man.
They are. You're right, Chris. They're
They are
underrated.
very underrated, man.
Top 80s duos. Who are you blasting on your stereo system?
Blasting both.
Of course you're blasting both, but you've got to choose one.
You didn't do this, man.
I did.
It's
An
this.
orchestra of angels.
Eurythmics I liked more as I grew up. I didn't really like them through the
Playing
80s.
with
Apart
my
from the one,
heart.
that's the one with Stevie Wonder in it. When that come
Yeah.
out
Must
and
be
it had
talking to
the
an
harmonica
angel.
bit,
Yeah.
it's like, man, that's a tune. But
Yeah.
I grew to like them more as I got older. Whereas Hall and Oates, I didn't know who they were, but I knew their music. And it's only when you
Yeah.
realise they done that.
Yeah.
Underrated, and I've got to say they are the sound of the
Oh,
80s.
here
I
she
think. At them
comes.
too.
Watch
Yeah,
out,
I'm gonna go
boy, she'll
Hall and
bring
Oates.
it on. She's a man eater.
The Eurythmics were big back in the day. I liked them back in the day.
They were big.
So what are we saying? Stacks?
I'll have
Sweet
to
and sweet?
give you an answer after the commercial break.
Tune in next week to find out the answers to Stacks' question.
Tune in 2035 where Stacks will tell you City or Sweep or the Eurythmics. Okay, Leroy, Hall and Oates or Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart, Leroy? Who are you saying?
Sweet dreams are made of
Made
this.
These who are mine. Anyway,
Is
yeah,
that the
you
answer?
know what? Well, the 7. Anyway, no.
Mm.
If I had to play one of the two today, gotta be Hall and Oates, man. You know, just if I had to pick their greatest hits out of the two, it's Hall and Oates, man.
They all seem like
Yeah.
movie soundtracks, their tunes, innit? They're all like, I've heard this somewhere. I've heard this in a movie. I'm sure I
You
have.
make my dreams come true.
Chris, who are you choosing?
Hall and Oates, man. They're classic
Yeah.
80s, man. Underrated, but they are the sound of the 80s.
So
Man.
can do.
Stacks?
They are classic 80s. They are the sound of the 80s. But I am gonna buck the trend and I'm gonna go Eurythmics because at the
It's a
time
good shout. It's a good
I
shout.
think it was one of the very few because I didn't really like pop music around that time. And when they came out with Sweet Dreams, I was like, yeah, actually, I could rock with this. So I'm gonna go with Eurythmics.
All right.
I think I got annoyed because they were always on top of the pops. And I thought,
They were on
Eurythmics
top of the
again.
pops quite a bit.
They used to annoy me because they were there. But as I grew up more, I thought, no, you know what? Eurythmics are big.
Walking on broken glass.
That was Annie Lennox. That weren't Eurythmics.
Oh, what, on her own? When
Might
she,
have been, yeah.
when she went on her
Might
own,
have been,
when she
yeah.
went solo.
Yeah, I think that's Annie Lennox. Yeah. I'm going Hall and Oates. Yeah, Hall and Oates, mate. Classic songs.
Classics, 80s, man.
They are classic songs. I kind of got more
Anthems.
appreciated it more as I got older.
But I liked it at the time.
Mm.
But I liked both groups at the time, actually.
But okay, so that's the whole point of this, Leroy. We like both groups, and we're torn
We've got to
between the
pick
two.
one. We've got
to pick one. Just how Stacks has got to choose between City and Sweep and George
City
and
and
Zippy.
Sweep and George.
Yeah, exactly.
Zippy.
Don't come for me.
We're coming back for him.
Okay, I've got my answer. And the answer is drum roll, George and Zippy.
Okay.
Yeah.
George and Zippy.
Yeah.
Why though?
Why? Because the excitement of getting home to see that and having lunch is it's overwhelming.
Yeah, Jeffrey.
It's overwhelming. Like
But
the minute I got out of nursery, it was just legs, man. I was winging.
Yeah.
I was like, where's my mum? You know, you're waiting. Like, where's mum? Come on,
Rainbows on
it's nearly
swing.
12 o'clock. What's going on, man?
Yeah. You see how we all know the Rainbow song? Does anyone know the City and Sweep song?
Did it have lyrics? I don't-
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to Google that now. Because I don't know
That sounds like some
Is that how it is?
sitcom,
Go.
like.
I could believe
Yeah,
that.
it sounded like
Yeah,
a
it
It's like
does,
a
yeah.
sitcom tune, isn't it? I do
I can
remember it.
believe
that.
actually. It never had lyrics though, which is why, you know,
No, it didn't.
Rainbow, you could sing along to Rainbow.
But you
man.
didn't mind that. You didn't mind
It
that.
was good. It was good. Not a lot of kids' songs was just music. So when it was just music, it was.
yeah, I remember it now.
Is it like a Terry and June sort of?
Yes.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sort of thing, innit?
Dum-dum-dum-dum.
yeah. All right, so we've wrapped up our duos part 2. Did you
Another
guys enjoy
load.
that?
I enjoyed it, man, thoroughly. And you got no other challenges because that was kind of quick.
We've got loads of challenges. But that would be in the next episode.
Need to
Challenges
save them.
galore. Yeah, it's
Come
galore.
back next time.
I'm looking at them right now. But until next time, Leroy, you gonna see us out?
Yes, well, it's been the most sensational, celebrational, inspirational podcast. And it's been me, the last dragon,
Wicked.
with my brother from another mother, Staxmus, Decimus, Meridius. Then we have the naughty, nasty knowledge, aka Christopher, aka George Hamilton,
Good evening.
and he who is better than Des O'Connor, the Bob Monkhouse, and Terry Wogan, known anywhere in the civilized world of Chiswick, BL. And that's us, Old School Movements.
There you go, guys. Until next time, guys. Wrap up warm.
Until we meet again. What's that, Sooty?
It's time to go. It's time to go. So he said it's time to go.
She says goodbye, everyone.
Until then, peace.
Peace.
Till next time. Peace.
Those were the days I remember.